Have you ever noticed how exhausting it is to keep holding everything together? To be the steady one, the reliable one, the one who makes sure nothing falls apart. At work, at home, and in your relationships. You might not even think about it anymore. You just do it because that's who you are. But here's the truth. There's a cost to always being the strong one. And most of us don't realize how much it's costing us until we finally stop. I'm Chris Bennett, and this is Sapien Coaching. I work with midlife professionals who look fine on the outside. They've done all the things they were supposed to do. They've built a career, raised a family, stayed dependable, but inside, something feels off. It's like they've been carrying the world on their shoulders for so long, they don't know how to put it down. And when we start talking, this phrase shows up almost every time. I just have to keep it together. That instinct to hold it together often starts early. Maybe you grew up in a home where things were unpredictable and being calm, capable, or invisible kept you safe. Or maybe you learned it in adulthood, that control earns you respect and competence keeps you valued. You became the dependable one, the one who gets things done, who fixes, organizes, holds space, and shows up. And over time, that became your identity. But here's what no one tells you. When your sense of worth is built around being strong for others, you forget how to simply be. You learn to keep going when you're exhausted, to smile when you're hurting, to take care of everyone else before you even consider what you need. And eventually, holding it together stops being strength. It becomes survival. When you're living in that mode, peace starts to feel like a threat. Rest feels lazy. Letting go feels dangerous because deep down, you've wired your nervous system to believe that if you don't hold everything together, it might all fall apart. There's always a cost to living in survival mode, even when you're high functioning. At first, it's subtle. You wake up tired no matter how much you sleep. You feel anxious when you try to rest. You find yourself snapping at people for small things. You might even start to notice that joy feels far away, like you're moving through life behind a pane of glass. That's the quiet cost, the constant hum of tension that never fully lets go. Then the deeper cost shows up when you start realizing that the life you built around being reliable has quietly disconnected you from yourself. You might have the job, the title, the routine, but it all feels a little hollow. You feel grateful and empty at the same time, stable and restless, surrounded by people and lonely. It's confusing, right? Because nothing is technically wrong, but your body knows. Something inside you has been whispering for a while now, I can't keep living like this. When I work with clients who are in this place, I remind them true strength isn't about keeping it together. True strength is the courage to admit when something's not working anymore. It's being honest enough to say, I'm tired of being strong all the time. Strength is knowing when to hold on and when to finally exhale. It's not weakness to pause. It's not failure to rest. It's wisdom. Because the person you've been, the one who's kept it all running, who's carried the weight, that version of you was built for survival, not for peace. And if you've made it this far, it's not because you've been broken, it's because you've been resilient. But resilience isn't meant to be permanent armor. It's meant to help you get through until you can feel safe again. And that's what this season of your life might be asking for, to learn how to live beyond survival. If this resonates, I want to give you 3 places to begin. Not as a checklist, but a gentle starting point for a new way of being. Practice the pause. When you feel yourself slipping into that old habit, fixing, controlling, pleasing, pause for 10 seconds. Take one slow breath and ask yourself, what would happen if I didn't manage this right now? Most of the time, the answer is not much. The world won't fall apart. You're just retraining your body to trust stillness again. Name what's true. Before you can change your story, you have to hear it. When you notice that quiet exhaustion or resentment or sadness, name it. Say it out loud, even if it's just to yourself. I'm tired. I'm lonely. I'm overwhelmed. You don't have to fix it right away. Naming it brings it into the light, and that's where healing begins. Thirdly, let someone in. You don't have to hold it all alone anymore. Talk to someone safe, a friend, a partner, a coach, a therapist, someone who can remind you that you don't have to earn, love, or rest. Letting someone witness your truth is one of the most healing acts there is. When you start doing these small things, pausing, naming, and connecting, you'll notice a shift. Your shoulders drop a little, your breath deepens. You start recognizing yourself again. That's what real strength looks like. Not pretending, not powering through, but coming home to yourself. If you're watching this and realizing that you've built your life around holding it together, please know you're not doing it wrong. You've done what you had to do to get here. But maybe it's time for a new chapter. Maybe this season isn't about being strong. Maybe it's about being real. Maybe it's about trusting that if you let go, the parts of your life that truly matter will still stand. Because here's the secret. You don't have to hold everything together. You just have to hold on to what's real. There's a kind of peace that only comes when you stop performing strength, when you finally allow yourself to be human again. That's not weakness, that's healing. And that's where clarity, real clarity begins. You've been the strong one long enough, the capable one, the steady one. Now it's time to become the honest one. The one who listens inward, who lets go when it's time, who knows that being human is enough. You don't have to keep holding it all together. You just have to start remembering who you are without all the pressure. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. This is a space for grounded conversations about growth, clarity, and healing at midlife. And send me a message. I'd love to connect. You've carried enough now. It's time to begin again. Not by doing more, but by finally letting yourself rest.